It was 3 a.m. The smell hit me first. Rich, complex, nothing like the usual burnt toast of my London flat. Seared scallops, truffle oil, even a hint of catnip reduction. My eyes shot open. This was no ordinary night. Then music, smooth jazz, a sultry saxophone weaving through my apartment. A soft glow pulsed from the kitchen. Jazz louder now, voices murmuring. It sounded like a dinner party, an exclusive one. I braced myself for whatever insanity awaited. My kitchen was no longer mine. The smell, the music, the anticipation, it was a symphony. And I was its captive audience. I tiptoed down the stairs, heart pounding. Was someone in my kitchen? I peeked around the corner and froze. My kitchen was now a tiny, elegant restaurant. Cats dined at my table, eating from my best china. Mittens, my cat, wore a chef's hat, cooking with flair. Above him a sign, Le Chat Noir. Welcome to Le Chat Noir. My mind reeled. How did Mittens become a culinary mastermind? The clues had been there. Missing prosciutto, vanished scallops, my spice rack in chaos. Mittens had watched my cooking shows with unnerving focus, batted rosemary around like a research project. He was learning, experimenting, stealing my techniques. My printer ran out of ink. Business card paper cut into tiny rectangles. Paw prints on the print button. He'd been printing business cards for his secret restaurant. The evidence was everywhere, and I'd missed it all. Mittens wasn't just stealing food. He was stealing my culinary soul. My lazy cat had become a criminal entrepreneur, right under my nose. I was his unwitting mentor, his supplier, his cover. The realization was both infuriating and, in a twisted way, impressive. I'd been outsmarted by my own cat. The signs were there all along. I just hadn't wanted to see them. The scale of Mittens' operation was staggering. I found his stash of business cards, Le Chat Noir, fine dining for the discerning feline, my address, Chef M, his Instagram, Hi Le Chat Noir, ALDN, had over 50,000 followers. Photos of artfully plated sardines, shredded chicken towers, tuna mousse, better than my own food photography. He'd used my phone, my plates, my skills. The menu was a pun-filled masterpiece. Tuna tartare pur, salmon en croûte chi, creamy catnip panna cotta. Captions oozed exclusivity. Reservations essential, fully booked for weeks. He'd created demand, a sense of luxury, a cult following. Mittens was a marketing genius, a social media star, a culinary artist. My kitchen was his empire, and I was just the landlord. The audacity was breathtaking. He'd built a business more successful than most humans could dream of, all while I slept. I was both horrified and grudgingly impressed. My cat, the influencer, my home, the hottest spot in town. I'd been completely outplayed. I had to see it for myself. I set up a hidden camera, watched from my bed. At 1 a.m., a remote-controlled limousine rolled up. A Persian cat with a diamond collar stepped out. Mittens, in maître de mode, checked the clipboard, escorted guests to their seats. More cats arrived, some in toy cars, some in carriers. One Maine Coon just swaggered in. The dining room filled with meows and purrs, a sophisticated ambiance. Waiter cats took drink orders. Mittens donned his chef's hat, barking orders at his feline sous chefs. He was a perfectionist, a furry Gordon Ramsay. The critics were ruthless. A Persian sniffed her salmon for a full minute before purring in ecstasy. A Scottish fold sent his dish back. Mittens replated it himself. Real drama, real reviews, real stakes. My kitchen was a stage, the cats the stars. I watched, equal parts horrified and fascinated. The operation was flawless. The standards were high. The pressure was immense. Mittens ran the show with an iron paw. The critics kept him sharp. My kitchen had become the city's most exclusive restaurant, and I was just the audience. Living through the chaos was another story. The kitchen was a war zone. Flour explosions, milk spills, hissing brawls over chicken. Mittens ran his kitchen with ruthless efficiency, marking fridge shelves with paw print stickers, commandeering my best knife. I was no longer the master, just the landlord, cleaning up fish scales and paw prints every morning. Complaint cards appeared. Water bowl only 90% full. Service is slipping. The cats were demanding, the standards relentless. Mittens kept order, but disaster was always a whisker away. My sanctuary was gone, replaced by ambition and feline drama. I watched powerless as my kitchen became a battleground. The cats were critics, customers, and chaos incarnate. Mittens was both captain and tyrant. I was left to pick up the pieces. The restaurant thrived, despite the madness. My role had changed. I was just the silent observer. The cats ruled the night, and I survived the aftermath. Then came the secret menu. Choupette, the celebrity cat, arrived on a velvet cushion, bypassing the regular menu. Mittens served her my beluga caviar, on a soap dish, no less. This was for the elite, the A-list felines. I hacked his Instagram DMs, owners of famous cats clamoring for reservations, special requests for gluten-free, rare tuna, Wagyu beef. Secret menu reviews glowed, life-changing, unparalleled, divine, though the dish smelled of lavender soap. Mittens wasn't just a chef. He was a curator of experiences, a legend among cats. My kitchen was the epicenter of feline fine dining. The cult following was real. The exclusivity, the secrecy, the hype, it was all meticulously crafted. I was living in the world's most exclusive cat restaurant, and I was still not on the guest list. The secret society of gourmet cats dined under my roof. The reviews were legendary, the demand insatiable. Mittens had created a phenomenon. I was just along for the ride. The world's most exclusive supper club, run by my cat. Enough was enough. I tried to take back control. I blocked the cat flap with cookbooks. Fail. The Maine Coon just opened the door. I locked up the food. Fail. Mittens ordered $200 of sushi on my credit card. I called animal control. Desperate. The officer arrived, saw the restaurant, and sat down to dine. Mittens served her shredded chicken. She ate, scribbled a note, and left. The next day I got a report. No violations found. P.S. The chicken was a little dry. I had lost, utterly defeated. That night, Mittens made me wash all the tiny plates and forks by hand. I was a dishwasher in my own home. Every attempt to stop him failed. The cats outsmarted me at every turn. My authority was gone. The restaurant thrived, undisturbed. I was powerless, resigned to my fate. Mittens had won. My kitchen was his kingdom. I was just the help. The cats dined, the jazz played, and I washed dishes. My life had been hijacked by a feline culinary empire. Resistance was futile. I accepted my new role. The cats ruled the night, and I survived the chaos. After weeks of fighting, I surrendered. The restaurant was part of my life. I bought ingredients in bulk, left out my best plates. We reached a truce. He ran his business cleaned up after. One morning, I found a single-place setting for me. Mittens, out of uniform, sat across. On the plate, one piece of dry kibble centered like a jewel. His food served my way. A peace offering. I ate it. Dry, bland, unimpressive. Mittens purred, waiting for a review. I smiled for the first time in weeks. He nudged a folded bill toward me. One house special kibble, 300 euros. I burst out laughing. Even in peace, he was running a scam. My cat, the restaurateur, my partner in culinary crime. If you ever hear jazz at 3 a.m., check your kitchen. Your cat might be the hottest chef in town. And check the prices before you order. The adventure was absurd, but it was ours. I'd been outwitted, outcooked, and outbilled. But I wouldn't trade it for anything. The legend of Le Chat Noir lives on. And I'm just happy to be part of the story.